the world of sports bikes. It's always fascinated me as a biker. And the RC200? It has proved itself to be a fantastic stepping stone into this arena of madness. The new one was long overdue, and we're here to ride it today. Since the launch in 2014, the RC series has only received minor updates, and the 2022 RC200 is effectively the first all-new motorcycle in the family to get launched in India. In fact, India is the first market to get it. KTM seems to have increased its focus on practical bits like rider comfort and increased tank range, but thankfully not at the cost of performance. At first glance, and it's obvious, the bike looks completely new. Be it the all-new monopod LED headlight that replaces the old dual projectors, or the rounder and perceivably wider windscreen that mimics KTM's MotoGP bikes. The headlight is flanked by turn indicators that no longer sit on the mirror stems and are part of the fairing now. Look behind the new WP Apex forks and you see the new curved and larger radiator that's been designed to aid engine cooling. KTM says that its greatest challenge this time around was saving weight while increasing creature comforts and rider utility. The RC200 now comes with a larger 13.7 litre fuel tank as opposed to 9.5 litres earlier. The new split trellis frame has been engineered to save another decent 1.5 kgs of weight. The new 5-spoke alloy stand in line next, chipping away another kilogram for the cause. But it is the little pieces that really impress me, like the hollowed out axle and the radially mounted brake calipers. The front disc now is a bigger 320mm rotor, and it looks just as good as it works. As motorcycles, the RC family is still a bunch of race-bred, street-friendly bikes. And without that inherent racing DNA thrown into the mix, they could lose most of their charm. Hence, even though the new handlebar setup sits higher to offer a more relaxed riding position, the clip-ons can be lowered by 14.5 mm for a more aggressive setup. The new tank is slimmer and feels good to grip onto around corners. The split seat now comes with a grippier suede leather-like material, besides which the seat design has changed as well. And the RC200 also integrates a pair of neat-looking grab handles. On track, the firm suspension setup and frame work beautifully in letting you flick the bike from side to side. Travel for the 43mm WP Apex suspension has gone up from 120mm to 130mm to offer a plusher ride. Even the brakes deliver an excellent performance in terms of bite and feel. The ABS does not feel intrusive and inspired me to brake later and explore different lines around corners. The RC200 even gets the addition of Supermoto ABS, and it lets you slide the rear in a controlled fashion. The engine remains unchanged from the 2020 BS6 version, and the 199.5cc motor continues to produce the same 25.8 PS and 19.5 Nm torque, and I really enjoyed how approachable the bike felt from the word go. The larger airbox definitely adds to the stronger and progressive torque curve. The MRF tires seem to be handling the load fairly well, and the bike can be very forgiving around corners. The throttle is smooth and the power comes in evenly throughout the power band. Here are some numbers from the performance department. 0 to 60, 4.2 seconds. 0 to 100, 11.7 seconds. Quarter mile, 17.9 seconds. 150cc's and even 200cc motorcycles are great stepping stones into the world of performance biking, in my opinion. As iconic as KTM's contribution to this chapter of biking has been, I can say, if you are someone looking to enter the world of sports biking and canyon carving, the new RC200 makes an excellent proposition. It's now friendlier to live with and more fun to ride. The icing on the cake for me, though, is the price remains unchanged, and despite all the updates and improvements, the RC200 costs the same rupees 2.08 lakhs ex-showroom.